Okay, we're going to make some Minecraft custom items. First, in Bridge, click Create Local Project and make sure Behavior Pack and Resource Pack are ticked. Then, click Holiday Creator Features or the item will not work. Give your project a name. It has to have a name or it won't work either. Look, these are very important. When it says optional, you don't have to put it on. Project description is optional, but I put it in anyway. Then project author, this is not optional. If this does not happen, then it will not work and it won't be happy at all. Do not click add pack directly to the manifest. It doesn't work properly then. Click create. Next, click the three dots and click new file. And then in item, click blank item. Now you need an image for it. I've made a transparent blood reaper from the hole. And it has to be a PNG. So click yes. And then click identify. This means identify, so no space, no capitals. This will be when you summon it or give it to somebody. Blood Reaper will be the name. It can have capitals and it can have spaces. Next, the item. This will be component. This is the JSON. You have to have components. So first, let's do can destroy in creative. This is if you can destroy a block in creative mode. Now, this can be false because I don't want it. It's a sword, isn't it? You can put true in if you want, but that's your item. Mining speed. With how fast it can break an item in with every item. I put in 3, but sometimes you have to force the value. This is for every block, not just one. Next, damage. Same thing as the mining speed, but for mobs. This is how much damage it do to a mob, any mob. So I'm going to do 10. That's 3 more than a diamond sword. So diamond swords are 7. Next, I'm going to do. Let's see. Going to do. Durability then. Durability is how long it can last, like using wise. So you can't use it constantly forever if you just not fun. So 3,600 is the amount a diamond sword has. Then damage chance. This is the chance you get, the damage you get when you hit a mob. So minimum will be the least amount. So I'm going to do 7. So the least amount of damage you can do is the same as a diamond sword. Oh god, let's just force the value. And then the maximum is the max amount of damage, so the critical damage when you hop a hit. This is how much damage it does. This is 13, it'll do way loads of damage. So let's close that down, we don't need durability anymore. Next, let us do let's do not duration. Okay, fine. We'll do duration. It's not that important, but I like it. It makes it how fast you can attack. Normally, if you don't do it, its default is 0.5, which is the speed down. So I have to do 1 because it's very strong. Now, let's do the hand equipped. This is how straight it be. So if it's true, the sword will be straight. If it's false, you'll be stabbing yourself in the stomach. Not what you want to do. So let's put it true. This is a sword. Next, we will do enchantable. No, not enchantable, not yet. Or enchantable now, maybe. This is what enchantments you can use. So value is what level you need to enchant it. I'm not going to use that because it's not very useful. We're going to use slot. Slot is what enchantments you can use. I'm going to use sword because I want flame and critical damage and that stuff. And sweep. So next, so the icon is done. Icon is what your text will look like now. You need the display name. If you don't have the display name, it won't work. So type in display name. I will give. Now this is the name. You type in the same name you gave it in the item. So you give it value and then the name you gave it when you create the item. Or it won't work. It won't display the name. This is when you hover over it. It'll show the name. This is the blood reaper stick done. Now we need something to make the reaper stick. So we have to create an ingot. Like an iron ingot. Except this time I'm going to make a blood ingot. I've already made this, right? You can use it in Pisco, which I find to be the best for modding Minecraft. So I'm going to make blood ingot. And the identify, remember, no capitals, no spaces. So that's the underscores and what's not. Display name, that's when you hover over it. That's can has capitals and can have spaces. So I'm going to use capital spaces, makes it look nice. Click create. Next, the coding part of the blood ingot. This is just basically the same as the sword, but different. The reaper stick. So now we're just going to change its category. We're going to use it in construction because it's going to be used for constructing the blood reaper stick. I forgot to do this with the blood reaper stick, so I'll do it now. So the nature, instead of nature, we'll use it with equipment because this is a weapon. You're not going to have it in nature, are you? You're going to find it growing on a plant. So blood ingot is basically the same code as the blood reaper stick, but a few things missing, like damage. The damage would be 1 by default because you're not going to hit it constantly. Hand equipped, it's going to be false. Reason, it's going to look like you're holding it properly. Can destroy and create it. This will be true because this is an item, it's not a sword. Normally, you can't destroy stuff with a sword. Let's see. Display name is required. Remember that. It's the same name as the one you made when you created it. So that's going to be blood ingot with capitals and space. It has to be the same, or it'll give a glitchy name. It'll look weird. So blood ingot is done. That's basically all you need for an ingot. It's not very useful unless you craft with it. And this is not where you craft. Okay. This is where you're going to have to make a new recipe to craft. So let's see. Let's see if there's anything else you need to add to Blood Reaper. I don't think so. That you could add attack speed, but I find it easier just to leave it at default because that's how fast like that. So you just want to keep it at the default speed. I like to add it a bit, but that's for tapped weapons. Next, recipe. This is the file name has to be the same as the identifier, so no spaces and no capitals. Capitals and spaces will make it crash, or worse, not work at all. And you have to be banging your head for like hours. Instead of using a blank recipe, we're going to be using either a shaped or shapeless. Shaped means it stays specifically to that pattern, or shapeless means it can be basically any way you want it. So I'm going to use shape this time because I'm going to use, it's going to be a weapon. You don't just put a sword handle on the top of the sword. It's just weird. So, first, the tags. This is the items you will use. We are going to use hashtag for the ingot. So we're going to type in, tags a crafting table, sorry. This is what you'll use to craft it with. I'm going to use crafting table. Hashtag, item, the item you want. I'm going to use blood ingot. There you go, blood ingot. Then, after that, the pattern will be, so R will be Reaper stick. Okay? The Reaper stick, we'll be making the Reaper stick. Wait. No, it's not fine. So the pattern is then the pattern you put it in. So I'm going to make it so that all the ingots are surrounding a Reaper stick to make it. So there you go. This is how I do it. Imagine this is just a crafting table and you're putting it in. Next, the result. This is what it will make. Okay? This is what it will make. This will make. So the item means what item it will make. I'm going to make from it a blood Reaper stick. Oh, wait. Oh, whoopsie. This should be a hole because it looks like a hole. So I'm going to use hole, netherite hole, so you have to type netherite. Oopsies, netherite. Netherite hole. That's fine, we'll just type hole. That's way faster. We use netherite hole since this is a very powerful weapon. After we've used the netherite hole, we close this down, close the keys down because you don't want to have it all messy and blurring your eyes out. The item you create is Blood Reaper, then the amount or count. This will be how many it creates. It's going to create 1. That's all you need. You've got to create 1 so you can't create infinite amount of sticks from one crafting recipe. This is a way to cheat at Minecraft as well, so don't do it. Now click export as MC add-on. Now it will be saved in the project config, so we're going to go open project folder, open up blood mods, click builds, and you see blood mod MC add-on. I'm going to put it in the folder where I have complete mods, so I just keep them all organized, as you can see. I keep it all organized. It's best to keep your mods organized or you'll never find it again. So I put in the complete mods. And next, I use BlueStacks for Minecraft. So this is how you do it in BlueStacks. If you're not using BlueStacks, it's just way simpler. You just throw it into the place where it says data packs in your folder structure, and it will instantly show up. But I'm using BlueStacks. So after this is done, we got it all loaded up. We're going to go into Media Manager. We're going to drag in our MC add-ons. We're going to drag it in. So they load. We go into our Minecraft mods, into complete mods. I'm going to drag in blood mods, or blood mod, depending on what you want to do. Mod. So now, click on it, and it'll instantly bring you to Minecraft, where it will import it in. If you got the code right, it will say import successful, and RP and BP just means resource pack and behavior pack. If it didn't work, it will say resource pack failed to import. Okay. So make sure it says that. Next, so as you see, import started, successfully imported. Now, next, click play, and you have to make a world for this. I've already made a mod tester world. So click the edit, if you made a world already. Scroll down, click resource packs, my packs, and you see blood mod, if it worked, of course. Then, click play, and it should show you your item and your crafting recipe to make your item. So this is all good. Let's see. Give it a second to build the terrain. Now that he has loaded, give it a second more. When it's loaded, next, this is all the stuff I'm using, but now we're going to have to find it. Now, it should be in equipment, the Blood Reaper store, oh, no, we're going to find the Blood Ingot first. The Blood Ingot should be in construction, and there you go, that's the Blood Ingot. You got it right there. Now, in equipment, you should see the Blood Reaper stick. Now, to control its stacking, you can just click max stack and give that a value, but I haven't done that. So, as you can see, I'm in creative mode and I cannot break the tree because I said I don't want that. So, if you spawn a blaze right now, you can kill it in about 2 hits. Oh, I missed. 1 minute. And you kill about 2 hits. And that's your own custom items in Minecraft.